2027 is going to be a big year for the Ontario Hockey League as they are the host league for the CHL Memorial Cup, the tournament to decide the best junior hockey team in the Canadian Hockey League. And we had 4 teams expressed interest in hosting. And today we found out from the Canadian Hockey League that they have narrowed it down to the 2 finalists. So it's going to be the Kitchener Rangers and the Guelph Storm who are going to battle it out to decide who will host next year's Memorial Cup. It's kind of too bad that Kingston's not one of the teams being considered. They also expressed interest in bidding, along with the Niagara Ice Dogs. But you can't go wrong with these 2 teams. And when you read the statements from the president of the CHL, Derek McKenzie, it really sounds like history is what they were looking for. He says both communities are defined by devoted fan bases, a deep-rooted tradition in the game, and each has played an important role in shaping junior hockey's history. So it seems as though history is what they're leaning on here. We kind of saw that too with the Kelowna Rockets, who are hosting this year's Memorial Cup. They've changed their logo to their original logo, so they're leaning into history. So it seems like history is something the Canadian Hockey League is looking at right now. So they're going to announce who is going to be the host sometime between late November and early December. So there's still a lot of steps to be done here for both organizations. They're going to have a tour of the facilities. They're going to have presentations as to how they would host it. So it's fun that these 2 teams are the finalists because they're both rivals on the ice, the Battle of Highway 7. So it's going to be interesting just to see who gets the edge and who will have the bragging rights when it comes to hosting the Memorial Cup. The last time the Kitchener Rangers hosted was back in 2008, and the last time the Guelph Storm hosted the event was back in 2002. So these 2 teams, they've hosted the tournament before, but we'll have to wait and see how this all plays out. It's going to be quite the process. Like I said, they're going to be doing tours and whatnot. They're going to see what each community can provide. At this time, I almost wonder if the Kitchener Rangers have the edge. They have the larger facility because that's going to be something important as well. It's going to come down to the competitiveness of the team. It's going to come down to the facilities and everything that comes around when it comes to hosting an event such as this. But I think the Guelph Storm do have a great chance as well. So it's going to be tight. I don't want to be the one who has to pick between these 2 teams. That's not going to be an easy decision. But we now know that these are your 2 remaining teams when it comes to hosting the Memorial Cup in 2027. I feel like I'm doing a lot about the Kitchener Rangers today because before this video, I also talked about their season preview. And we now have reports that head coach Jussi Ahokas was interviewed by an NHL club during the summer. So Ahokas, remember, he signed that extension to stick around with the Kitchener Rangers as he's been doing a phenomenal job ever since he came over. I know when he was first hired, there were some people wondering, can a European coach make it in North America? And Jussi Ahokas is proving that, yes, they're capable, and then some. He won the OHL Coach of the Year last year. He's been able to make a Kitchener Rangers team that many thought would be in a rebuild competitive. They've exceeded expectations for the last 3 seasons, and NHL teams are going to see that, and they're going to want to maybe bring him up. We'll see how long it is until he finally goes off to the NHL, because I think it's inevitable. He's going to get an NHL job, but if the Rangers end up hosting the Memorial Cup, I would assume he sticks around, and then after that, does he go to the National Hockey League? We saw that with Pete DeBoer when he was the head coach of the Kitchener Rangers. He was the coach for the team for that 2008 campaign when they hosted for the Memorial Cup, and then moved on from there to the National Hockey League. So could Jussi Ahokas be following a similar path? But all indications are he's an amazing head coach, and I think he would excel at the National Hockey League level. Why not? And now for Barrie Colts fans, we have an update when it comes to Kashawn Aitcheson on Monday night's game against the Owen Sound Attack. He delivered a check to the head on Declan Waddick. He was assessed a major penalty for that hit, and as a result, he has been suspended 3 preseason games. So he's known for having that physical edge, playing with that physical style. It was a very heated game, too, between Owen Sound and Barrie. Didn't really feel like a preseason game, just with the emotions on the ice. There was at least 3 or 4 fights during that hockey game. And in this moment, there was a situation where Carter George made the save and the puck wasn't covered, but the referee blew the whistle quick. And one of the Colt players, I think it was Salandra, put the puck into the net. Declan Waddick didn't appreciate that, started going after Salandra along the boards. And that's when Kashawn Aitcheson stepped in and delivered the hit on Declan Waddick up high. And as a result, he has been suspended for the major check to the head. And we won't see Kashawn Aitcheson now for at least the next 3 preseason games, although he should be heading off to the New York Islanders training camp, I would believe, shortly. So it's not going to impact him for the regular season, but this will give a chance for some other players now to get some ice time for the Barrie Colts. And just a reminder, they're going to be playing the Brampton Steelheads tonight, and we will actually be broadcasting the audio broadcast of the game here tonight on the channel. I already have the live stream up, so if you want to tune in, puck drop is at 7, but we're probably going to go live at about 6:50, so stay tuned for that. As yes, we will be covering the Barrie Colts on the road this season here on the channel with the audio broadcast. It's an audio radio style broadcast, so you won't be able to see what's happening on the ice, but you'll be able to tune in to the broadcast here tonight on the channel. So again, thank you very much for all your support. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe and comment down below your thoughts on who do you think should be the host of the Memorial Cup between the Guelph Storm and the Kitchener Rangers. Love the interactions, and we will talk to you again soon.